You're watching America Trends. I'm Mary Burt-Godwin, talking to Jake Kelfer, 4-time best-selling author, big idea to bestseller. He has started this company, this website, helping you, entrepreneurs and business owners, taking their big ideas to bestsellers in a book and just becoming, elevating their life. So Jake, I just love chatting with you about this. So talk to me about, so people can hire you if they are like me and have those 3-4 a.m. ideas and want to go to the next step. And then like you were saying, you kind of help do the mile markers for them. And how does your company fit into that picture?
Yeah, so simply put, we go from big idea to bestseller.
Okay.
We take people every step of the way, right? And we do this in a variety of ways. We can either coach you through the process from A to Z. We can do it for you. So we have a team of ghostwriters who will write the book for you. They'll interview you, use your words, your voice, and then we will actually do it ourselves, where we will publish your book for you, edit it, design it, format it. So we can do all of that. But the number one way that we really help people is we help you get your dream of writing a book into your reality, and we help you keep 100% rights, royalties, and ownership, which is something that a lot of authors really need to have and should have with their own book.
Okay, so again, I want to talk about the publishing aspect, but let's talk about the actual writing, the meat and potatoes of it, sitting down, getting them to, hey, if they're not going to go the ghostwriter route, and saying, hey, just give me 30 minutes a day. Do you say, is 30 minutes enough a day, or what do you suggest?
So it depends. I mean, we typically say about an hour a day, 4 to 5 times a week. Now, I believe in what we call book time. All right, so play with me on this for a little bit, but book time, we say put book time on your calendar, 30 to 60 minutes, and in that time, all you can do is write your book, all right? No distractions, no breaks, nothing, just write. And what you'll find is that some of those days, you will show up and you will have nothing to say, and you might get a couple hundred words, maybe 1,000 words, a couple pages. But then there will be other days where you may finish 10 to 20% of your entire rough draft within those days. And you'll get into the flow state and you'll be like, this is amazing. And you'll just keep going. And so I always say, put book time on your calendar, build the habit of showing up, and then allow freedom for that creativity of flow state time. And that will give you plenty to be able to write and complete a very, very polished book eventually.
Okay, a couple questions on that. Do you suggest that time be at the same time every day?
I think it depends on who's writing the book, right? I think, we've worked with people of all different backgrounds. We've worked with moms who only have time in the middle of their day when the kids are at school to work on their book. We've worked with people who are night owls and they prefer to write at 11 o'clock in the evening. I'm a morning guy. So when I just wrote my 4th book, I would write on average between 6 and 7 a.m. That was the time that I had allocated for my book.
Oh, you're one of those morning people, Jake.
Oh yeah, I'm a morning person. Yeah,
I want to be.
Yeah.
I'm
really a nut about it.
I push snooze a few times, but so my day is so busy that some days it might be morning, some days it might be noon, and some days it might be nighttime. So is that okay too? If it's all across the board, whenever I can fit it in?
Absolutely.
You're
the
like,
key
no,
is showing
you
up
suck.
for yourself.
What?
Well, look. I'll be honest with you. If you aren't committed, it doesn't matter when in the day you have time to do it, you won't do it.
Yeah.
But if you are committed and you decide that the book is the priority for whoever's listening to this, then you will find time to make sure that it gets done before the end of the day. And if you honor that commitment with yourself, your book will be done in no time.
I love it. Okay, and then do you have people just say, hey, open up a Word doc or whatever your preferred method is? Mine would be Google Doc, and then just start typing free thought and kind of worry about grammar and everything later and just get the words out.
So assuming you already have your outline, okay, and this is a big assumption here, and we could talk about outlining if we want, but let's keep it juicy on the writing part, all right? Assuming you have your outline and you're actually in the writing phase, there are a couple golden rules that I encourage people to follow. And the biggest one is do not edit as you go. Meaning, do not try to make sure the grammar structure is dialed in. Do not worry about the little spelling details. Do not worry about any of that stuff. your mind will naturally want you to go back. You'll see that little squiggly line of knowing that you made a mistake and you'll want to make the changes.
Yeah.
But you want to keep moving forward. And the reason for that is because if you edit as you go, you'll be on the hamster wheel of perfection.
Right.
Whereas if you don't edit as you go, you will be able to build momentum, which will lead to completion. At the end of that, you'll have time to review and self-edit your book so that you can make it more polished and ready for the production phase.
Got it. And then where do you guys fall into the production phase? Do you help with copy editing? Do you help with then either self-publishing with, I think it was Create Space at one time, I don't remember. It's just Kindle publishing now or something, right? Or do you try to pitch it to, legitimate, old school publishers, let's say?
It could be a little bit of everything, but the most that we do is we can help at every phase of the process. So we have our own publishing company that we were able to create and file last year, where we can actually publish people's books. So some of the people that we work with, they will just say, hey, here's my book. Can you guys do the rest? And we will literally take it and it will be indistinguishable from a traditionally published book. Other people will just want guidance through the process, and we will coach you where to find the right editor, how to pick the right designer, where to actually publish it, how to get it up onto the world so that everybody can actually buy it, and the launch strategy. And so we kind of guide or can do it for anybody at any phase of that process.
That's pretty awesome. I remember learning it all myself. This was an eternity ago, and self-publishing had just become a thing, I think. I don't know, but it is a lot of learning. And I think for someone that just really wants to get the words on page, having your company there to help do all that other stuff that might be too daunting for them to worry about, right? You are the go-to source for all of that stuff. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I wish something like this would have been around when I wrote my first book. But instead, I spent hundreds of hours trying to figure out what the heck to do, how to do it, and piecemeal it all together. And now, all you have to do is write a book, get some help, and boom, you have a book that can be used to bring a new business and change thousands of people's lives. And I think that is a really, really powerful opportunity. And the best part is you can do that as fast as you are capable of, not as fast as someone else allows you to do it. And that's one of the biggest benefits, in my opinion, of self-publishing your book.
And what do you think about people who want to do an ebook that's a free ebook just to get people kind of build that know, like, and trust factor with their audience and just get some content out there? How do you feel on that?
Look, I love ebooks, but I think having a full-length book, paperback, with a Kindle version, aka ebook, I think that is much, much more effective and will be a much better use of your time than a 17-page ebook that you just put together to try to start building that rapport with people.
That was so 2008, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah. And we've seen this. Look, we've talked to people and we've asked customers and people, hey, are you more interested in this or are you more interested in this full book?
Full book, yeah.
And that's just purely apples to apples.
Yeah.
That doesn't even factor in the benefits of being a published author, of being a bestseller, of leveraging that book for speaking gigs.
Yeah. Jake, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for being here. Jake Kelfer, at Jake Kelfer on Instagram, and big idea to bestseller.com. This is awesome. Love talking with you, Jake, and we have more America Trends right after this quick break.